work if it's from them niggas. Shit, never mind. Not think about it. Okay, so we're gonna. All right. So tonight, I want to give you power. Tonight, I want to give you guys authority. I wonder how I do that. I'll do that later on another time. But so, like I was saying, so I came to give you guys some power, and we're gonna go through share screen. One of my books that gave me power, the Draconian Ritual book of magic, and this book, when I first got into it, boy oh boy, it felt like everything shifted in such a way. And then I started telling others about it, and then the more I talked to other people about it, and they tried it, they started having major power shifts. And you can have this as well, as I find how I want to look, and you're going to be able to have this as well. You know, that's my goal for today. What's up, you guys? How you guys doing? So yeah, so tonight we're going to be just diving in. Let's get you guys charged up, ready for this retrograde that's going to be coming up pretty soon. So I want to make sure that you guys are charged up and good. And then a lot of people, even clients, a lot of people have been feeling the energies as of right now. Can y'all see that well? Is that clear enough for you guys to see and be able to see and read along? I'm doing good, baby. I'm doing good. All right. So I have something on the way that I'm not too far from here, so they're gonna drop that off. So we're gonna read first. So this right here, it says the call of the dragon. Now, I encourage you guys, before we begin tonight, I encourage you guys to get your smoke, your liquor, and I gotta go get some liquor too. I gotta go over to the kitchen and pour me a cup and everything. So we're gonna begin reading in just a minute. But so you gotta get your smokes, get your liquor, get your spirit guides, get your ass ready to get this mug popping, okay? Because we're gonna go ahead and I want to really dive in tonight on some stuff. We're gonna do some breath working. We're gonna say some sacred names. We're gonna conjure some energy, and this energy that we're gonna conjure is going to be yours for the using. Recently, who I've been really using lately is Lilith. Lilith has really. I looked in my chart and I started to notice that I have certain placements in my chart, which makes it a lot easier for me to work with Lilith, you know. And Lilith was one of the first deities who came to me, you know what I mean, and taught me and gave me power and taught me things and showed me things. So it's like, it's no wonder why when you look into your astrology, you can figure out these things, the spirits that will be best to work with and everything as well, you know. And if you guys haven't done that, then you need to take some time to learn how to read a birth chart, which we'll probably do that like tomorrow night. We can go into birth charts and how to read birth charts on like tomorrow night or something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, so you guys get your smokes. I'm gonna get my drink real quick and we're gonna begin in a minute. Right. like the other ones. Okay. Talk about microplastics. What the fuck? Boy, they be trying to kill people, don't they? Why I drink poison? Okay. Let's go ahead and start diving in. This motherfucker ain't even no closer yet. This slow ass probably gonna take all day. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let me just adjust this so I can see you guys' comments. And we'll probably be able to take more comments and see more stuff. There we go. Now I can see you guys' comments. Later on in the live. Okay, so we got the call of the dragon. The quest for power is subject of many stories and legends. True. The ancient goddess Inanna set on a journey to the underworld and suffered a horrible death by the hand of monsters and demons in order to become the queen of the gods. Faust enters a pact with the devil to achieve what the where am I at? To achieve. I have to highlight this. I can't seem to see. A pact with the devil to achieve what the contemporary art and the science could not offer to fulfill his desire of knowledge. Lilith refuses to acknowledge authority of a superior force, and we just talked about Lilith, and leaves the Garden of Eden to establish her own kingdom. You know, and that's before we keep moving on real quick, you know, for a lot of us, that's something that we need to be doing. When you get into the spiritual walk and you get into the spiritual life, you notice that you become an entrepreneur. You know, you start to become way more hands-on. You start to take control of your life. You know, sometimes life gets hard and it can feel like you're not in control. Okay, there is a supreme creator, there is a God of the universe, and that's all fine and dandy. But that motherfucker up there is not worried about your ass down here. You're the only one who can control your reality and make things work out for you. Going to go run and try and hide like a scary dog with your tail between your legs to pray to whoever you can pray to for trying for help is not going to solve your problem. It's going to make it worse. So we have to be the ones to take control of our own lives and use things like these, like this book we're going through right now, to gain spiritual power, to learn how to manifest in a quicker way, to learn how to connect with the right spirits to align our pathways so that we can have what we're wanting in our life. Okay, so we got to be like Lilith at this point, you know, and establish our own kingdom in the desert land by the Red Sea. Let these stories show a profound, all these stories show a profound longing for power and freedom. I don't know about you, but I like power and freedom. Desire, a desire that burns like a flame, making us relentless and driving us to action and movement. If at any point of your life you experience a longing of something that you could not define, desire that could not be satisfied by money, love, friendship, or anything else in the world, if you felt lonely among other people, even the closest of people, if you had questions which could not be answered by science or by religion, if you dreamed of things unknown, mysteries, other worlds, all these things are signs, which for real, all these things are signs that you have heard the call of the other side, which a lot of us have, straight up. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why you guys are even here right now is because you have heard the call of the dragon. You know, if your imagination is also stirred by dragons or serpents or symbols, and you seek power through gnosis of the serpent or path of the dragon, then we may speak about the call of the dragon. Draconian magic is liberating and illuminating, but it also a part of the left-hand path, which is dark. Okay, for a fact, Antominian and destructive in its essence. Yes, you're gonna burn shit down. You know, legendary dragons are. Oh, let me see if I can scroll down here. Okay, where we're at. Legendary dragons are fearless beasts lurking beyond the world known to man, representing chaos and darkness existing outside the structured universe. They dwell on the fringes of civilization, guarding gateways to the unknown and unfathomed depths of the cosmic space, where the world and dimensions are filled with terrors and abominations. This is the boundaries between life and death. Draconian magic opens us to all these horrors that are hidden in the dark and unseen of the eyes of the ignorant. By stepping unto the path of the dragon, by stepping onto the path of the dragon, stepping onto the path of the dragon, we enter this primordial darkness and expose ourselves to its forces. There we have to look with the dragon's eye and light up the path of the dragon's fire with the dragon's fire by employing the dragon symbol and imagery in our work. We seek to tap into primordial archetypes that are hidden from our subconscious or from our conscious mind. By working with the dragon, we bring the unconscious or subconscious to the light of the conscious. It is a dangerous and unpredictable quest that can only be pursued by those brave and passionate of heart. It breaks all taboos and brings out traits and instincts that we do not even suspect that we have. Oh yeah, definitely. For real, okay? Dark unconscious parts of ourself that we would rather not even awaken. Yes, most definitely. The quest for the dragon's treasure is a progressive rediscovery of those lost parts of ourself, a journey of self-knowledge and awakening of power and divinity within. This is a dynamic and painful process of stripping away all that we have learned about the world and ourselves through seeing through the veils of social conditioning and upbringing and education. Now, I do want to say this right here. You know, I feel like they're more so talking to people who have not already started their spiritual path. Like if you have been a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, and you're just now getting into the occult, you're just now learning about the occult, you're just now getting into chaos magic, you're just now starting to understand it, right? You know, then I would agree with them that, oh, this could be a scary road because you're just now getting into having your world burn up. You know what I'm saying? You're just now getting into having these difficult times come in and these things happen in your life. You're just now experiencing it. So I can definitely feel them if it's the person's first time. But for a lot of us, we're already occultists. This isn't our fucking first time. You know what I mean? Like by any means, you know what I'm saying? We've already gone through chaos magic. We've already had to go through the darkest parts of our conscious and unconscious minds, you know, and have had to be cast out by family, by friends, by people that we thought loved us, you know, because they couldn't understand what we had to do in this path. You know, so a lot of us have already experienced and already gone through these things. So you shouldn't see it as something you should fear. I'm about to go live over here on this TikTok too. Let's see. Let's put. Draconian Magik. Okay, there we go. All right. Do you stream daily, or what's a good schedule for you? Yeah, I stream every day. If you just follow my page, you're gonna see me go live in the mornings. You'll see me go live in the afternoons and at nights. I usually like to try and get a little bit of some type of lecture, some type of teaching for the people, so that way we can keep ourselves on point. You know, if you, my dad would always say, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. And so we gotta. My job here is to make sure that we're on point as a spiritual community in this 36 shit. So if you here, if you with us, then cool. Welcome to the family. Glad to have you around. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive back into where we're picking up at. So we have, in order to accomplish this work, we have to strip down and bare our senses. We should not be described by what we can see with our mundane perception, but learn to look through with the dragon's eyes and discover the forces behind the outer picture of the world. So, you know, the dragon's eye is a few different things. Man, the moon's about to be full. The moon looks beautiful outside. So the dragon's eye is a few different things. You know, the dragon's eye can be you being able to, through going through different things, you can start to recognize just people. You know, birds of a feather flock together, and people who've been through things recognize people who've been through things. They say real recognize real, right? So, you know, no matter what type of situation you've gone through or you've been through, somebody who's done the same thing or been through the same thing, they can recognize you. They can see through you, you know. And when it comes towards the dragon's eye, when you start working with Draconian Magik, you start to open up this third eye of yours, right? You start to be able to perceive people and pick up on their energies first, you know, and then you're going to be put in so many different situations, and you're going to do things that just aren't you, you know what I mean? Just aren't yourself in a sense, because the initiation, because the spirit, because the dragon. You know, and as you do these things, you're going to be blasted into the forefronts of your consciousness. So you can't hold on to an archetype or an idea of self. You have to enter into Draconian Magik empty-handed. You know, I'm ready to advance and become the best and become the strongest version of myself. Not I'm ready to just pick out what I can just pick out here, because it won't work for you if you're doing Draconian Magik. You know what I'm saying? You got to actually really dive all in. All right, so we got so mundane perception, but learn to look through the dragon's eye and discover the forces behind the outer picture of the worlds. We have to create ourselves. Every new moment leaves a sense of time behind the realization of continuity. Is illusion. So yeah, we live in a big ass illusion. All this whole entire reality is just an illusion. It's not real. You know, the only thing that is real is you. Every single moment brings new possibilities of manifestation that can be used to destroy the universe and recreate it. You know, for real. And when it says the universe, it means your universe, so your reality. This is the mystery of Ouroboros. The serpent that devours and creates oneself anew in the eternal circle of becoming. Once we gain knowledge and understanding, we will be able to choose what empower and to choose what to empower and what to leave behind. But before this happens, the process is always painful and may tear our world apart. Very true. You know what I mean? Relationships, views, habits, beliefs, and other attachments to the world may crumble to dust if this is needed to walk the path further. This is inevitable, and it is a natural part of every initiatory process. Yeah, so I'm saying, if you've already been through the Ars Goetia, if you've already worked with any of these type of deities, then you already know this. You've already been through this, you know. And the rewards are sweet. That's the best part about it. You know, we shouldn't see it in the sense of, oh, okay, well, what about I have to go through this, and what about if things go down? This book is saying that I could lose the life that I fucking already hate. You know what I'm saying? That's what these people don't see. You're losing the life that you hate to gain the life that you're going to love. You know, the only reason why you're turning to magic looking for power is because you don't like where your life is at. Your life is not satisfying you. Your life isn't giving you what you need. And through going through the draconian process, you're going to get the keys, the formula, the steps to be able to move in power to where you control your life, to where you're in control. You're not just being thrown around by the wind. Life isn't able to just beat you up. You know, instead, you're able to take control of your reality. You're able to take control of yourself. You're able to say, I want to go here. I want to manifest this. And through the power of the dragon, I'm going to manifest it, and it will work. All right, so let's keep it going real quick. So we got, my shit is almost here, you guys. I can't wait for it to get here. You guys are going to like what I bought. You guys are going to like it. We got, where is that with this right here? I should have highlighted it. This is inevitable and a natural part of the initiatory process. Many wannabe magicians approach the forces of the left-hand path without the initiatory understanding of their basic nature. Yep, here we go. If we let the forces of chaos and entropy into our life, we cannot run away when they start to reap their okay, this shit's almost here. When they start to reap their fruits. Okay, so meaning like this: once you join the gang, once you 36, you 36. Okay. Once you in that 36 lifestyle, you a 36er, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't try and hop in this shit and then say, oh, okay, well, you know, I wanted to go ahead and go through and read this shit, but you know, I found a little interest in it, but now that things are getting out, the magic is working, I want to stop. No, there is no stopping. Yeah. There is no stopping, bro. It's time for us to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to move forward. It's time for us to go. You know what I mean? There is no stopping. You got to keep pushing forward. As you push forward, that's when you're going to get the gold, nigga. Like, you got to get the gold, you know? That's our goal, because the dragon guards the gold. So we have to make the dragon on our side, but you're going to have to battle the dragon. The dragon's going to put you through it. Don't give up while you're in the middle of battling the dragon. Conquer it and rule it. Okay, so let's keep it going. Now, if you guys also want to be able to see the book, we're live on YouTube right now. For those of you guys watching over here on the TikTok, we're live right now on YouTube. You guys can slide over to the YouTube channel so you guys can be able to see the book right now as well, okay? So we got, if we find ourselves depressed, tired, sick, or frightened, and the whole world around us is falling apart, we cannot turn back and quit magic, because this is the very sign of the initiatory forces being at work. You know, and that's for some of you guys right now. You know, it's very, very, very easy to get to a point to where you're like, I'm doing magic and it feels like everything's getting worse. I'm doing the spells that Saran the shaman told me to do, and it feels like everything's getting worse. I lost my job. He said I'm supposed to make more money, but then when I started working with Clauneck, I lost my job. Everything looks so chaotic. I'm just gonna quit and run to Jesus. Stupid. Don't do it. You're getting the results you're wanting. You lost the job because they're trying to put your dumb ass in something better. You gotta battle the dragon to get the treasure. You have to go through it. And here's the best part. It's a friendly dragon. It's not trying to kill you. It's trying to help you because you are already the dragon and the dragon is already you. It's trying to help your goofy self. So that's why we have to tap into this in the right form. Okay, you guys, let's try these out real quick. All right, sorry, you guys. Shit, this guy here. I told y'all I was gonna switch it up. Y'all might like it. Okay, I just got one more light, you guys. Hold on. We're gonna get back to the book. We're gonna get back to the book in a second. Y'all supposed to be asleep, but it's okay. Ooh, I like that. Yo, hey, I like that one. I like that right there, one. What the hell type of light is this? Right. Fuck you. All right, fine. I'll put it somewhere else. I probably should have thought that through a little better. Okay, oh well. Do I have a... Voila, we back. Okay. Voila, there we go. Oh, we got some color. That's what we needed. We needed some colors. There we go. Okay. I feel much better now. How do you guys feel? I feel like we needed that distraction. I feel like we needed these colors. Does it make a difference? Okay, let's see what we got. We got, where were we at? We have, because this is the very sign of the initiatory process being at work. Yeah, so we got the dragon's fire is consuming and transforming. It burns what it needs, whatever needs to be removed, making place for something new to arise. And this is not a time for self-denial or giving ourselves weakness and inertia, but for embracing the transformation and rising from the darkness. Okay, for a fact, so I really feel like this is what it's saying to us, that we don't need to be in this place of fear when we start to see that the magic is working. The relationship that you're in, that the spirits separated you from, is for your higher good. The spirits didn't separate you from a person or a situation because they're like, oh, okay, we want to just go pick on you for no reason. We just feel like picking on you at this time. It's not it at all. It's not that the spirit's job isn't to pick on anybody. The spirit's job is to say, okay, this is holding you back. This is what's been fucking you up. This is what your problem is. This right here. You keep on asking and meditating and praying and fasting, and you're doing all this stuff or whatnot, trying to figure out what it is. It's your relationship. It's your job. It's the people that you're around. It's your badass family member that you need to cut the fuck off. It's these things that are fucking things up for you, and the spirits and the dragon saying that I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to remove it from your life. I'm going to make sure that this is no longer here, so that way you can move towards what is for your endearment. When it's like this, with the moment that we can not look at what we don't have, and we can focus on what we do have, that's when things will elevate for us. That's when we will receive the change. But we have to start to look at what we do have, not at what we do not have, and not feel sorry for ourselves in any sort of type of way. You know what I mean? Okay, so we got to keep pushing and keep going is what it's saying. So now I wanted to skip forward because I don't want to be in this book all night. I do want to go over towards Lilith and go through some things with Lilith and whatnot as well. But they got symbols, which I encourage you guys to go to surroundtheshaman.com. We have this book for free on as a free download. So I encourage you guys to go to sarantheshaman.com, and you guys can download this book yourselves, and you guys can work these out. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start. We got Lucifer is the archetypal adversary and the devil of the Christian tradition. He has many forms and has many masks and appears in many different gazes. On the Draconian path, we encounter him as the emperor of the night side, because Lucifer is the top dog, which is his primal form that predates Christian legends and the stories, the Christian legends, and has little to do with Christian imagery of the spirit of evil. In the Christian legend, he is a fallen angel who was cast down to the void of sin and pride and rebellious nature. In ancient myths, he is Phosphoros, the morning star, associated with Venus. In Kabbalistic theory, he is associated with the hidden Sephirah Daf, which fell or descended to the level of man, awakening the forbidden power of creation and sexual energy, which is represented by the fruits of knowledge offered to man by the serpent in the Garden of Eden. In Kabbalah, the fall of angels and their sexual union with man initiates the union of worlds and opens the forbidden path of the soul in ascension. Okay, so what it's saying right here is that, you know, religious people are giving you this at surface value. You know, oh, they had a fruit that they ate, and that fruit that they ate made them be in a place of sin. So that means that this is sin. And what they're saying is that, no, you have to go through a much deeper view of these things. Okay, you know, what is the story that they're trying to say? What, this is an allegory. This isn't real. It's an allegory. So they're trying to tell us something. So the union, so they're talking about the union between spirit, the angelics coming down to our level, which would be Malkut, our root chakra. So now they've fallen down to our root chakra, which has to do with material realms, right? Material things. So we can affect and change this material realm through using those same spirits that have come to the root chakra, by tapping into that root chakra energy and pulling those energies up to manifest in this reality. Okay, so then it gives us a sigil, the Draconian sigil for Lucifer. It says, this is the Draconian sigil of Lucifer. In old grimoires, the books of magic, Lucifer is the king of hell, infernal emperor, presiding over the entire infernal hierarchy. In traditional demonology, he rules the element of air and is the direction of the east, while three other infernal kings preside over the remaining elements and directions. Leviathan, west for water, King Belial for the north, and it represents earth, and Satan, which represents fire and represents the south. And in the Faustian tradition, he is the chief ruler of hell. It is Lucifer that guides Faust into the pact, while Mephistopheles is the mediator and executor of the order. In European witchcraft, Lucifer is believed to have been created by the primordial goddess, who parted herself to become two separate beings. Lucifer represents her light side, while the goddess herself remains dark. His dark solar power is the exact opposite of the lunar current of the goddess, and the merging of the two energies provides the balance of power necessary in magical practices. The primordial goddess is usually referred to as Diana. Ah, got you. And this legend is described, e.g., in Aradia or the Gospel of the Witches. You might want to look that up. The Gospel of the Witches. Okay. So supposedly based on the myths of legend and ancient Italian witchcraft made popular by Charles Leland in European folk legend, Lucifer is the Lord of the Sabbath. He carries women on his back to desolate places where the rights of riches are held, and he is the god of witchcraft, and the horned initiator, seducing and tempting participants of the Sabbath to all sorts of depravities and transgressions. Each of these stories reveal a glimpse of his manifold nature. Lucifer, however, is much older than all myths and legends, and the only way to understand the true nature of the primordial God is to explore all his masks and his manifestations. Incantation of Lucifer. Okay, so now this is what you guys are going to want to do. If you guys are watching me on TikTok, you guys want to go over to the Instagram. Not Instagram, to the YouTube. If you guys are watching me on YouTube, you guys want to go ahead and make sure you guys read along and say along. The reason why I'm saying you guys go over to the YouTube is so you guys can actually be able to see. You know what I mean? Y'all can't see the book because we have the book here. You guys are missing the sigils. You guys are missing a lot or whatnot. So I would suggest you guys go over to the YouTube. And for the rest of you guys over here, if those guys who are on my TikTok, I want you guys to be double tapping the screen. Double tap the screen, drop some comments down there. Right now, what we're doing is we're reading over the Draconian ritual book. So we have retrograde coming up soon, guys. We got retrograde that's right around the corner. Right now, you need to be getting charged up. You need to be getting filled up. You need to be filling up your power. So that way you can be at a place to when this retrograde does hit, you're not looking like a chicken with his head cut off. You're protected. You're strong. You're strengthened. You know, you've already been doing the work in the background before the storm even hit. You know, so this is why we're doing this tonight. So that way we can be able to push you guys to be able to become the strongest versions of yourself at this time. Now, let me slide this over real quick. I'll do it. There we go. I'll see you guys over there on the YouTube. My fault if I didn't answer you guys' questions. I couldn't see your comments. Okay, so let's get going. Incantation of Lucifer. So you guys are going to repeat this right here. All right, whether you guys are watching this while I'm live or you guys are watching this at another time, you guys need to repeat exactly what I'm saying right now. Okay. Invocation of Lucifer. You say, I am Lucifer. I am the angel of the devil. I am the angel and the devil. The father of serpents. Spirit of rebellion. Initiator of the way. I am the emperor of all spirits above and below. He who has built his kingdom in everlasting darkness. Son of the morning, star of the dawn, the shining one. I am the adversary in the Garden of Eden. Eternal accuser and destroyer. Father of abominations, enemy of faith. I am the seducer who tempts man with the fruits of knowledge. I corrupt and defile the souls to infect with forbidden wisdom. I transform it into the heart of my sacred and unholy fire. I have 1,000 forms and faces, and I speak with 1,000 tongues. I am the light bearer and the Lord of the night. I am the serpent. I am the seducer, and I seduce man with the promise of knowledge and power. Before I continue on with this fucking incantation, white people are so fucking dark. I don't know. Lucifer is the fucking light bearer. I don't know why every other word is I seduce and I have to corrupt. And I know you white folk is corrupt. Okay, the fuck. All right. I don't know why this bitch over here who wrote this goddamn book put all this, or these people, these white folk, always have to make this shit so. I'm trying to. Like, goddamn, bro. Why they always have to make this shit so fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, they contradict themselves. They're telling you, oh, these spirits are enlightening. They're going to liberate you. They're going to do this, this, and that. And then they turn around and then they're like, I want to seduce you and add poison to your ever eternal being. Goddamn white folk, chill the fuck out, bro. Yeah, man, y'all got to get out of that fucking golf ass shit, bro. For real. All right, now that I said that, we can keep moving. All right, like I said. So I am the serpent, and I seduce man with the promise of knowledge and power. I awaken the souls from the slumber of ignorance. I know I awaken the souls from the slumbers of ignorance. I illuminate the way of the heart of eternity. I am the spirit of darkness and light, and I hold the key to the secrets of the empyrean heights and the infernal depths. I am the Lord of the Trident. I guide the ascending souls on the path of the gods and on the backward path of the devil. I am the dark god of the Qliphoth. I am the emperor of the night, he who resides in the midst of darkness, in the heart of the void. I open the gate to the path of the dragon, and I ignite the flame of godhood in the hearts of man. I am the spirit of liberation and enlightenment. I am Lucifer. Okay, I like that ending part. I am the spirit of liberation and enlightenment. There we go. That sounds like my Lucifer right there. You know what I'm saying? Because Lucifer wants to enlighten you. Lucifer wants to take you to higher heights, okay? Lucifer wants to see you be illuminated in your mind. Lucifer doesn't want to bend you over a couch and fuck you, okay? That's not Lucifer's intentions, all right? You know, a Lucifer initiate like myself might bend your ass over a couch and go to work, but that's not Lucifer's intention. Lucifer could care less about that type of thing. What Lucifer's sole purpose is, what the energy of Lucifer is to illuminate. When you're dumb, you're only dumb because you can't see what's in front of you. You're in the dark. Lucifer illuminates the light. Now all of a sudden you look smart, and it's not that you're smart, it's that you can see clearly now. Now you're not stumbling and tripping over yourself, because now the light has been illuminated. You know what I'm saying? The light is now illuminated for you. You can see clearly. That's what Lucifer is here for, not to seduce you and hey, let's little baby, hey, let me I want to take you to the black side, baby. What you doing? The fuck? You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, these folks be they just want to be gothic. And there's no problem being gothic. I paint my nails black sometimes when I'm working with different spirits. But golly, bro, don't tell me that Lucifer is here to illuminate me and help me and do all these good things, and then you write the incantation making him sound like the Christian devil. You know what I'm saying? Because that's literally what they just did. They literally said, "Oh, we don't see Lucifer as the devil in Christianity. Oh, holy devil from Christianity." I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? So you have to, you know, we can. It still has power in these books, but you know, we eat the meat, spit out the bones, guys. Okay. So coming up next, we got Lilith, my mama. It says Lilith is the most famous personification of the feminine current of the night side. I don't know about all that. Hecate is pretty up there. Isis is very up there. Isis is very up there, but Lilith is as well. You know, that mask of the divine feminine known as Lilith is up there too. We got the she is the queen of the night and the consort of Samael, often identified with Lucifer in rites of Draconian Magik. First encountered in the ancient Mesopotamian lore, she appears naked in her oldest depictions with prominent breasts. Kind of graphic for TikTok. All right, we got in unbound hair, symbolizing her untamed sensuality or sensual force, which is the key to her gnosis. In medieval legends, we see her in the form of the serpent in the Garden of Eden, tempting the first human couple to taste the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. In Jewish literature, Lilith is the first wife of Adam and the mother of all demons and abominations of the world. She is the queen of Sheba from the legend of the kingdom of Solomon and the devil's goddess of the Sabbath. In orgiastic rites of witchcraft. She is the Medusa with the deadly gaze, the harpy shrieking in the night, the Lamia devouring her lovers, the bloodthirsty hag, and the man-eating monster in the feminine ideology. She is the liberated woman in the Jungian psychology. She represents the dark, unconscious parts of self. Together with Samael and Lucifer, she rules the whole cliff. Together with Lucifer and Samuel, she rules the whole cliphotic tree. Samael / Lucifer from his throne in Thamael, and Lilith appearing at each level of the tree, acting as a guide and initiator on the path of the dragon. Then they give us a sigil for Lilith on this right here. Like I said, if you guys haven't, you need to go to the YouTube. Once you guys go to the YouTube, you guys can see the sigils and things. We got like the fire snake that awakens the consciousness and liberates it from the bonds of ignorance. Lilith liberates us from illusion. Yes, she does. You know, Lilith can help you with a lot. Lilith can help you with your dream magic. Lilith can help you with your financial magic. Marcel says, I've been saying that forever. Yeah, I know, fam, for real. But they can help you with your dream magic. They can really help you. Hold on, you guys. I want to smoke. So let me. So how we do it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys the book. So this right here is the sigil of Lilith. Now, you might see the sigil and say to yourself, well, Sarah, this ain't the sigil I used to for Lilith. I've never seen this sigil for Lilith before a day in my life. And that's fine. This is called a draconian sigil. So a draconian sigil is completely different from your mundane sigil from Lilith. This has to do with the draconian working with the dragon. You want fast results. You want your magic to move fast. You want to have fast things happen for you. The dragon will make things happen fast for you. So we connect with the dragon. So this is the draconian symbol for Lilith. We got Like the fire snake that awakens the consciousness and liberates it from bonds of ignorance, Lilith liberates us from the illusions of the flesh and awakens our spiritual desire. Her sexual mysticism and the hunger of transgression and transcendence, the desire to overcome our finite nature. For this reason, she is called mother of adortions. I can't say the word. You already see it right here, though. And she is despised, and she despises the pure instinct of reproduction. I don't agree with that either. Okay, I think that Lilith definitely is the divine feminine. I think that Lilith definitely is a divine feminine. But guess what? Lilith is the mother of demons. So that means that she's not against reproduction. She's the mother, divine mother of demons. Lilith, I've used Lilith in spells to help women get pregnant. Same way I've used a different mask of Lilith known as Isis. There's one feminine energy. Okay? There's one feminine energy. There's one masculine energy. And then these energies are broken into different masks. It's broken in different masks. Same way that there's me and there's you, but there's one human race. There's one human race. Okay? You know what I'm saying? There's just one. There's just one human race. Okay? You know, that's how these things work. So, you know, when we look at a Lilith and we're seeing a Lilith and everything, I remember that Danny used to be so scared to deal with Lilith because she wanted children and she wasn't able to have children. And then when we used the spirit Isis and Ganesha to help her to get pregnant, and she got pregnant right after working with it, and then started working with Lilith doing her pregnancy and saw that Lilith was a friend there to help, not to harm, not to hurt. And it changed her personification of Lilith. Because Lilith is not here to hurt you. Lilith is here to help you to ascend. You know why Lilith gets such a bad rap? Because Lilith is strong. You ever meet a strong, good woman? Like a chick in the army. You know what I mean? Like an army chick. Or a strong mother that has multiple children, strong mother. You know, you don't want to get on her bad side, but that's the type of person that will look out for you. When she's your friend, when she's your mama, when she's your sister, your auntie, she's got your back. That's how Lilith is to be perceived. Lilith is like that. When Lilith has you, she has you. Lilith is with you. So she's definitely the one you want to connect to. And here's a way that you can connect with her tonight. So we're going to read the incantation of Lilith. Okay, the incantation of Lilith. All right, so let's go ahead and start. It says, now you're going to read this yourself, okay? Read it out loud when you guys read it, all right? If you guys haven't, light a candle, light some incense. Matter of fact, let me do the same thing real quick. I only got fucking 7-day candles, but I got some incense I can light. You know, I encourage you guys to take this type of shit seriously, man. You know, start making your own incense, start making your own candles. If you're going to buy incense and candles, buy good incense and good candles. We're dealing with Draconian, so we're going to use some dragon's blood. That's what we're going to burn. We're going to burn some dragon's blood because we're working with Draconian energies. Now, one thing that you can do in working with dragons or working with Draconian energy is you can print out pictures of dragons. Print out pictures of dragons and put them on your altar. You can buy little dragon statues. Buy those little dragons, start putting dragons on your altar, start working with that Draconian energy, that dragon current. which is a reptilian current. This magic is from reptilians, actually. When you talk about the extraterrestrial beings known as the reptilians, this is their magic. This is their magic, straight up. You have things, aliens like the Greys. You have aliens like what we would call aliens, like the Lyrians. We call these things aliens. These are just other beings. Religious people call them angels and demons. But these are our neighbors. These are our higher dimensional brothers and sisters, that want to help us excel. When they say things like Lilith is the moon goddess, so where do you think that Lilith is at? Where do you think that Lilith's energy resides? Lilith resides at the moon. So if I'm wanting to connect with Lilith, then I need to use the moon. So when's the best time to connect with Lilith? During the full moon, during the new moon. Those are the best times to connect with Lilith. So if I know that, then that means that her energy is right there. I'm looking at the moon right out my window right now. Her energy is right there. I can connect with her. Same way that you can connect deeper with Lilith through utilizing these type of things. Okay, so let's go ahead and read. We got I am Lilith, passion, death, and hold on, y'all. Let me finish smoking this. Let me put this incense out. Okay, there we go. All right. So let's go ahead and read into it. So she says, I am Lilith, passion, death, and ecstasy, mother of demons, maiden and harlot. I am the fire that burns, the veil of illusion. I am the queen of harlots who holds the grail with the blood of the moon. She who dwells in the desert caves of the Red Sea. I am the mother of abortions. I'm not gonna say the word. For I transform flesh into spirit. I ignite the longing of transcendence. I am the alien woman who seduces and leads the righteous unto the path of fornication. Am the scarlet whore who rides upon the back of the blind dragon. I am the queen of Sheba, the consort of God. I am the bride of the devil who rules in the kingdoms of the eternal shadows. I am the ancient one. I am older than mankind. I am the sinful woman. I am never satisfied. My forked tongue drips with deadly venom and the sweetness of nectar. My eyes are black as doth, and as bright as the burning ambers. My breath is the stench of Charon, and the fragrance of roses. My womb is the lair of the worm, and the alcove of delight. My kiss is the bite of serpents that poison illusion of the world. Uncover the true image of the universe. I am the eternal seducer, she who revealed the gift of gnosis in the Garden of Eden and liberated mankind from the shackles of mindless ignorance. I am the flame of desire in the hearts of man, and the serpent's fire that burns all obstacles on the path of the dragon. I open the gateway to the kingdom of eternal darkness, and I illuminate the way through the night. I am the mother of darkness. I am the mother of dark wisdom. I am the end of all flesh, and the womb and the grave. I am Lilith. Leitu, Leil, Amashututi, Lil, Thali, Malaz. Okay? So that's our incantation with Lilith. We're gonna go ahead and move on down. Let's keep on going down these because I'm liking how this is feeling right now. I don't know if you guys are saying or repeating after me, but if you guys are, you guys should be feeling how I'm feeling, and I feel good. Okay, so you guys need to make sure you guys are doing the same thing. Make sure you guys repeat the mantras, repeat the incantations. Repeat after me. Shit. All right. So it says the name of the mythical serpent derives from Hebrew and means that which gathers itself into folds. That's what Leviathan means. Okay. Or that which is drawn out. The name is derived from the Christian source where it refers to a serpent or a dragon, a crocodile, a whale, or a generally a sea beast. It is it also mentioned in some Gnostic accounts, which describe this primordial serpent as the anima mundi, and the soul of the world, the eternal beginning and end of the element of chaos within, the divine primordial lying dormant in the dark recess of human psyche. The Old Testament depicts Leviathan as the most dangerous monster that Yahuwah has to confront and defeat. While the apocryphal sources of rabbinical literature mention two primordial monsters, a male and a female. The female is Leviathan, the male is Behemoth. Plural of both Behemoth, plural of Behemoth equals beast. Leviathan dwells in the sea. So Leviathan's a girl? What the fuck? Wait the fuck a minute. Leviathan's a girl? Yo, I did not, I had no fucking clue about that shit. I never heard that Leviathan. Did y'all know Leviathan was a girl? I never knew Leviathan was a female spirit. Whoa. I never knew that. That's something that's crazy. Whoa. So that means that we might want to work with Leviathan a little differently, more feminine. You know, it might be better to work with Leviathan how you would work with like an Aphrodite. If since Leviathan is a female spirit, you know, we might need to really be working with Leviathan how we would work with an Aphrodite or some shit. Whoa, yo, I never fucking knew that shit. That's crazy. So Leviathan is a female spirit. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what else we find out here. Leviathan dwells in the sea. Her body is 300 miles long, and when she is hungry, the heat from her mouth causes all waters to boil. In the medieval encyclopedia of biblical art, the so-called Liber Floridus Leviathan is presented as a beast resembling a dragon with black eyes and sharp teeth, carrying the Antichrist on its back. The drawing implies that the Antichrist draws his force from the beast he is riding on. This image also refers to the role Leviathan on the dragon path. Ah, oh, yo. Okay, so what they just said is that with the occulted picture, they have the Antichrist riding on Leviathan or the beast back. And the reason why he's riding on the beast back is because he's drawing his power from that dragon, from that beast, because it's so massive. Its body is 300 miles long. It's so massive of a beast that it draws its power from it. And what it's saying is that we're to do the same exact thing and draw our power through and from Leviathan to charge our shit. Whoa. So we can charge our energy through just working with Leviathan, just going through the four demonic kings: Lucifer in the east, Satan in the south, Leviathan in the west, King Belial in the north. We can amplify our power. OMG, I watched you like 1-2 years ago. I was wondering what your name was. Hey, you found it. Look how the spirits work. They bring them back. They bring them back. Yeah, come on back. It's about time you came back. Shit, man. Where you at, man? Where you at been at, man? Get you a drink and have a little toast. Right now, we're going through a ritual book called the Draconian Ritual Book. Okay, this right here is to give you power. Our main focus, the only thing that we really want right now, is to gain power. Matter of fact, I feel demonic right now. Hold on, let me put my teeth. Put my goddamn. Let me do my surrounding sounds. Hold on, let me get on my surrounding sounds. Right now, I'm like mortal. Damn, where is my goddamn cheap shit? What I eat? Yeah, I gotta let that marinate. Leviathan is a female, and we're supposed to draw our power from riding the beast, like the Antichrist. That's a lot. That is a lot. We just uncovered a good amount of shit right there. You know what I also want to uncover? Where the fuck my teeth is at? Did I have them in my mouth today? Did I go live earlier? I think I did. Of course I did. I had to have gone live earlier today. Oh my goddamn teeth. Well, maybe I can't be on. buzz. This is diverts people off the platform. What are you talking about? TikTok be on that bullshit, bro. Look at that moon outside getting full. All right, hold on. So we're gonna read Leviathan. We're gonna do our incantation with Leviathan in a second, you guys. Hold on. I gotta reset TikTok because TikTok is a bitch. Oh, did it work? No? What's happening? Hey y'all, everybody who's in the live real quick, hold on, I gotta reset it. Let me just reset it. Where the hell is my damn grill? That's what I want to know. What do I do with my mouthpiece? What? What do with the pluck? Okay. We got them back. So now, let's continue on. Leviathan is represented as the beast representing a dragon with black eyes, sharp teeth, carrying the Antichrist on his back. The drawing implies that the Antichrist draws his force from the beast he is riding on. This imagery refers to the role of Leviathan on the Draconian path. The initiator between Lilith and Samael says Lucifer, the infernal couple ruling on the night. Someone said, "Be careful, not all power is worth it." This shit is easy work, okay? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing for you to fear. Let me say something. There are books that I would not get on here and read to you guys. I would not have you guys reading with me. There are certain books that I would refuse to do that because I know for a fact that it would probably fuck your life up. It would probably either get you sick. I know that either I read it and then I got strep throat or something bad happened to me, you know, and so it's just not a safe book to read for people who aren't really leveled up like that, you know. But these books right here are to help you level up, you know, not to slow you down, not to hurt you, not to block you in any sort of way. These things here are to give you power. That's what I'm here to do right now. I'm only here because I want to give you guys power. I don't want to take power or make you feel weak. I'm scared, B. It shouldn't be scared of. I promise you, this right here is the most liberating shit. It will elevate your life, not harm you. Now you can go to surroundtheshaman.com and you guys can find this book on there. It's called the Draconian Ritual Book. Okay, it's on the free downloads. At surroundtheshaman.com. Only reason why it's free is because it's not my book. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I just have a library on there. So if you guys even want to submit some books to my library, we'll put it in the library, and maybe we'll go through one of your books one of these days too, or a book that you guys like. We got between Lilith and Samael, the infernal couple ruling in the night. The symbol of these three forces unite the Baphomet, representation of union of the opposites, and fully integrated consciousness of the initiated, embracing both the holy guardian angel, which belongs to the day side, and the beast of 666, and the Antichrist, which belongs to the night side. In the Draconian tradition, Leviathan is both the inner and the outer dragon, the primordial force of all creation and destruction, and the inner evolutionary potential, and the inner evolutionary potential of man. That which concerns us with the dragon, the spark of the dragon's fire within. Someone says I came from Facebook. That when you were on Facebook, was there? Okay, I see over here. Someone I see over here. Yeah, look. Check it out. Let me see if I can flip my camera. See? So it's like I can see you guys when you guys comment. You know what I mean? I'm just on read mode. But let's continue. So we got the primordial force of all creation and all destruction on the inner and the evolutionary potential of man. That which connects us with the dragon, the spark of the dragon's fire within. In the microcosmic sense, Leviathan is the very beginning, the original cosmic force that gave rise to the universe. On the microcosmic level, he or she represents the inner source of continuous transformation and timeless existence. And the principle of and that principle activates and binds all processes of self, of she or he, is above and below. The inner and outer force, the soul of the world, and the inner fire. We can find this force by immersing ourselves in the path of the unconscious, and exploring the inner void through which the implies of the unknown are brought to the light of the conscious. This process is integral part of the left-hand path, where the initiate gradually descends into personal underworld, the darkest parts of within, in search of divine potential that allows us to shape reality, both terms of the surrounding universe and perception of it, and thus to obtain godhood. So, like, here's how that would look. Let's make it a little more practical. Here's how that would look. You know, you would start doing witchcraft. You would start diving into witchcraft. As you start diving into witchcraft, your friends and your family and, you know, people that you were around will start to distance themselves from you. Will start to tell you that, you know, it's strange, it's taboo. You shouldn't mess with this stuff. You shouldn't do this. And you'll start to see people disassociate themselves with you. You'll start to see yourself do things, like things that you didn't like before, that you start liking now. You know, say things that you weren't into before, but now you're into now. It's going into these different dark parts of your consciousness, and so it makes you really question yourself. It makes you say to yourself, "Damn, who the fuck am I?" You know what I mean? Why did I do that? Why did I watch that? Why did I consume that? Why did I do this or whatnot? You know, it's really going to put you to this place, and then you're going to start to feel things open up as well. You know, you have your astral sensors start to open up the deeper that you go. But you're not only going to feel the negative aspect, you're going to feel positive. Okay, you're going to feel all the positive things, like your money's going to be going out the roof. You might find you have success in this other areas of your life. You might find you have success in relationships, and it's you and somebody else, and it's you two versus the world. You know, you're not going to just go through it and nothing good is happening. You're going to have to go through it, but you're going to be going through it while there's still a lot of great happening. A lot of people go through this in Hollywood. Okay, you see this happening for people in Hollywood. They're get into a place where they start getting initiated, because they started working with other occultists, and then these occultists maybe opened some doorways that the artists didn't know was open. And now they're like, I was out in the Hollywood, I left the church, I came to Hollywood, and now I found myself at a Diddy party, and I don't know how to feel about this now. So I'm just going to run back to the church, and I'm going to go pray, oh Jesus, please forgive me, and I'm just going to live a regular mundane average life, because all that must be evil, because I had to go through the facing parts of myself. That's what you have to understand. That's what this is literally like when you're dealing with draconian or even chaos magic in general. You're going to have to face different parts of self, and people not understanding and people pushing you away. But as you do this, you're going to learn things that's going to give you power to manifest that will. Oh, I can manifest money at will. I can manifest love at will. Not only can I manifest this for myself, but now I can do things for other people as well. You're going to find that you're going to be able to grow. But it's the only reason why people separate and will separate themselves from you is because your consciousness and your vibration is raising, going higher and higher and higher. Because guess what? Now you're not bound by these human thoughts, these human ideas, these human feelings, these human programmings that you've been programmed to think. You're being peeled like an onion at this point, and you're being able to rise to higher levels of consciousness. That's why, your manifestations will happen so much easier. That's why, the same people that will look down, the same family members that will talk bad about you, the same family members that will calling you dark and calling you the black sheep of the family would be the same family members asking you for help. Can I hold a little? Can you put a little? Oh, my rent ain't. Oh, could you just? Yeah. The same exact ones that was talking all that shit will be the ones that need your help. But as the black sheep, or as the shaman, the shamanist, the priest, the priestess, as the spiritual guru that you are, it's your job to do this. It's your job to push through this and become the magician and actually go through these things, so that way you can be the one that gives help to the family. You can be the one that says, oh, I know what's going on, I can fix it. Oh, there's a sickness here. Oh, okay, no worries. Let me go ahead and get my book out. All right, draw the sigil. Let me get this person right. We do this to become the God. They too scary to do it. It's not for everybody. But if you're called to it, you're called to it for a reason. Don't run from it, run to it. Okay, so we got where are we at? The void. Where the initiator gradually descends into the primordial, into the personal underworld, the darkness within, in search of divine potential that allows us to shape reality, both in terms of surrounding universe and our perception of it, and thus to obtain godhood. Yes, indeed, like I just said, that's what we want, you guys. We want to obtain godhood. We want to be able to see where we're at in this life and in this reality, and manifest and change and hack this system that we're in. That's the whole entire goal, is to hack. We got to hack this shit. All right, so now we got the incantation of Leviathan. It says, you guys repeat after me. It says, I am Leviathan, the dragon of the apocalypse, seven-headed beast, monster of the sea, lord of storm and lightning. I am the dragon of eternal abyss, who swallows the setting sun in the west. I am the ancient serpent, slumbering in the underworld of the soul, where forgotten knowledge and power awaits to be reawakened. My back is made of rose and shields. My mouth, out of my mouth go flaming torches, and sparks of fire leap forth. Out of my nostrils come forth poisonous smoke. My heart is hard as a stone. My seething breath stirs the sea waves. My eyes are like eyelids of dawn. I arrive with thunder and lightning to rip the worlds apart, to destroy the old world and to make place for the new world. No weapon can hurt me. When I rise, the mighty are overcome with fear. When I move, I leave a shining wake behind. I am older than man and the gods. I created mankind. I am older than man and the gods who created mankind. I was here before all and shall be when everything ceases to exist. I have witnessed the rise and fall of worlds and the birth and death of stars. I am the Lord of Atlantis and the guardian of the pathways of the dragon and the watcher over the lost knowledge of the ancients. I dwell in the black sea of infinity, at the threshold of dreaming and awakening, at the crossroads of the above and the below. I stir the dreams of man and the waters of the soul, and I bind all in my infinite essence. I am primordial, eternal, timeless, for I am Leviathan. Yes, sirski. Oof. I feel that right there. Y'all feel that right there? I feel that right there. I feel that right there. All right, so we're going to do Hecate coming up next. Let's do Hecate. Oh, they got Bilal coming up next. Then they got Set too. Then they got the spider god. They got Sekhmet. Oh my gosh, they got Nama. Yo, if you guys haven't gotten this, they got Mephistopheles. Mephistopheles, whatever that is. You got that nigga too. You got Samael. What y'all got in this mug, man? You got Tiamat. That's just going through what? And then we have, should we keep going, you guys? Should we keep going? Should we keep? And for those guys who's just now hopping in here, yo, if you guys want to see the book, you guys can go to my YouTube channel. We're live on YouTube right now as well, and the book is up right there. We're screen sharing. So if you guys want to see the book, go to the YouTube channel. The YouTube is linked in my bio. Or you guys just type in Surround the Shaman on YouTube. Now, if we should continue on, drop some 36s in the comments down below. If we should continue on with this book, if we should continue on with this book, because the other book that I was thinking about us reading is the Book of the Dark Goddesses, and we're going to go through some stuff with Lilith and Nama and Hecate. But I don't know. We might continue with this book. What do y'all think? Should we continue with this book? If you guys want to continue with this book, drop some 36s. If you guys want to move on to a different book, drop some 6s. Okay, shit. Drop some 7s. 36 or 7. What you guys want? Y'all want to stay on this book or move to another book? What all do you guys have in here? They have chakras on here. Meditation to activate the chakras. What? Oh shit! They give you the words. They talking about 7 though. They want to change the books, you guys. They want to change books. Oh no, they might be tripping. Yep, everybody want to change book. All right, we'll come back to this book another time. Everybody's dropping 666, 777s. Yeah, y'all missing out. All right, well, we'll come back to this book another time. The Dragon Invocation Temple version. Oh, y'all. Oh, y'all. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's look at all right, you guys want to look at Lilith? You want to go through Lilith and Hecate? Hecate, I should have said. Okay, let's go through Lilith. So now for this one right here, we're going to need to do things a little bit differently. We're going to first prime ourselves. Okay, so this is going to be very interactive. We're going to warm up with Nama. Let's check meditation. Are you guys want to see the meditation? Too late, man. We got to switch books. We'll look through those meditations tomorrow when we do more of our reading. All right, so now with this right here with Lilith, we have to prime ourselves. If you guys are not primed, it's not going to work. So we have to prime ourselves. So therefore, that means that we need to do a breath working. Okay, very easy, very simple, not hard. Do you guys have do you guys have a candle? If you have a candle, light a candle. If you guys have incense, light some incense. As you guys light your incense and your candles, you guys will be good. Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys, I have my hair behind me and I'm ready to put that much down. So, like I was saying, so as you guys, as we're going to do this breath working, I want each one of you guys to have a candle lit and an incense lit in the room. The incense doesn't have to be right by you, but at least needs to be in the room. Okay. And as we do that right here, we're going to be able to get some great results. Okay. All right. So we're going to start first with the breath working. So if you guys are ready, drop a 36. If you need a second to get a candle or to get whatever you guys need to get, say, hold up. Oh yeah, and for a lot of you guys should have a book, like a grimoire, a piece of paper, a pen, something that you can write on. You know what I mean? You guys want to have a book. If you guys haven't, go get one real quick. Just grab one. Just grab something. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab some too. Let me see. All right. So you guys want to draw this sigil here. This right here is the sigil of Lilith. Okay. You guys want to put this down in your books. Screenshot if you need a screenshot. All right, what you need to write right now. But this here is the sigil that we're going to use for Lilith. Okay. Now that you guys saw the sigil for Lilith, we're going to use this sigil. I want you guys to write down as well. This is the sigil for Mammon. I want you guys to write this sigil in your book as well. If you need a screenshot, screenshot it. But I want you guys to put this sigil in your book also, because we're going to use this. The full moon is on the 10th, and we're going to use this as we're building up to the 10th every single night. We're going to do another book reading on the 10th. You guys will probably start having a lot of dreams as well as you guys are doing this type of work. So now we got ourselves our book, and everybody got their thing for the gifts. Everybody got their books, and everybody got everything. Y'all are ready to begin? Y'all are ready to knock this out? If y'all ready to knock it out, drop a 36. You're ready to begin, drop some 36s in the comments. Say 36, 36, 30, 36, 36, 36. If you guys are ready to begin, so I'm going to teach you guys a breath work. And this breath work that we do, we want to do any and every time we're trying to open ourselves up. We're trying to tap into the spirits. We're trying to tap into the spiritual realm. Every time, anytime we want to do this, we want to do this breath work. Now, is it required? Do you have to do it? You know, you don't have to do it. Nothing's required really in life, you know, but if you want to advance, if you want to be able to open yourself up towards the spirits and have these things help you to get to the next levels, then you need to do the breath working to get yourself there. Okay. And we're going to work on that today. So the counts are going to be 4. You're going to do 4 nose, 4 mouth, 4 nose, 4 mouth. That's all it is. Very simple, very easy. So when we're breathing, we want to breathe up. When we're breathing up, we squeeze the melabon, squeeze your butt. Okay, squeeze your butt, squeeze tight, and pull the energy up. The goal is to visualize like you're pulling energy from the root of your spine up your spine. You're pulling that Kundalini energy and rising it all the way to the crown. Okay. So that's our goal. So when we're breathing in, so every time I breathe in, squeeze, exhale, squeeze, exhale. Okay, very simple, very easy. We're gonna do this a good amount of times. You guys will feel lightheaded after a while of doing this. You are gonna feel a little lightheaded. So make sure that you're sitting down as we do this. Do not do it while standing. Okay. If you guys are in a car, do not do it while operating any machinery. This right here is, I guarantee you're going to feel it, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and begin at this time. So, you guys, we're going to start with our nose. We're going to breathe in, out, then we'll switch to our mouth, okay? So it's 4 times, in, out, okay? Then we'll switch to the mouth, in, out, back to the nose, in, out, like this. Very simple, okay? All right. Let's begin today. Close your eyes, hand on your kneecaps. Go. Nose, mouth, 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 nose, mouth. Speeding up a little faster. Nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth. Deep breath in and hold it. Nose, hold it, hold it. Exhale. Deep breath in. Remember, when you breathe in, squeeze and breathe up, not in and out. Breathe up, pull the energy up. Squeeze, squeeze, and then exhale. When you release, pull the stomach to the spine. Pull the stomach right back to your spine. So you want to, it should look like you're going up. Exhale is going to be towards you. Pulling back towards you. Inhale is going to be going up towards you. Up towards you. Okay? So let's do it another round. All right? So we're going to start with mouth this time. Mouth. Nose. Mouth. Nose. Mouth. Nose. Mouth. Nose. Mouth. 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 Nose. 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 Mouth. Who knows? Deep breath in, hold it. Hold it. Exhale. Pulling the stomach all the way back to the spine, pushing all the air out. Now breathe normally. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Hold it. Exhale. Okay. You should feel like 20 times lighter and calmer now. Yeah, that did the trick. Okay, now that we did that right there, well, should I do that with you? Why not? We'll do it with you guys. Let's do one more focus while we're on this here. Let's do one more. And the one we're gonna do is I want you guys to. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Why not? Let's just get back to the book. All right, let's see what we're gonna be reading at this time. The origins of Nama. This is gonna be interesting. Hold on, bitch. Give me this a regular game. Okay, let's see now. We got the origin of Nama are uncertain, although Zohar describes her as a fallen angel and one of the brides of Samael, together with Lilith, Isif Zanunim, and Agarith, the bat, Agarith bat, Makaloth. In some legends, Nama is either mentioned as the daughter of Lilith or her sister. The name Nama could be translated as pleasure or pleasant. She is viewed as a goddess of divinity, of divination, music, and art, and is of the goddess. We got one thing, you guys. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I already know. I'm trying to. I just need to grab a little bit of something to make me feel okay. I need to grab a little bit of something to make me feel okay. Do you want Tommy's? need to see what I want to eat. I don't even know what I was doing. Fuck. Jack in the Box. Shit sounds almost deadly. But that shit looks good. What that is? What that is there, little mama? Show a nigga what that shit. Ooh. That the pepper. Baby girl, I can do you better. Here, take my money. Take my money. God damn it. All right. Let's see. I tried to order some food real quick, bro. I'm like going off of fumes right now, man. I'm like, I need some food in my life. I need some food in my life. I need some food. I want some food in my life. Fuck that shit back. Yeah, it's time for some Lilith Magik. Um, there we go. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't necessarily feel like reading all this right here. So we might skip down some parts. No, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? We might as well go ahead and read the shit. Why not, right? Y'all know who Nama is? If you know who Nama is, go ahead and drop a 36 in the comments down below. If you guys don't know who Nama is, I want you guys to drop a 6. Drop 3s. If you don't know who Nama is, drop some 3s. If y'all know who Nama is, drop some 36s. Peace and blessings to you too, my brother. I appreciate the support. So, do you guys know who Nama is? Yes or no? Drop some 3s if you do not know who Nama is. If you've never worked with Nama, because that's important. Or drop some 36s if you guys have worked with Nama. If you guys know who she is. Because if you don't know who she is, I'm going to put you guys on game. This sigil here is one of the sigils that you can draw from Nama. One of the sigils that you can use to connect with her. Now, this sigil right here is another one of the sigils that you can use for her and her energy. What I like to use. So, a lot of the words that you're going to see on this, you're going to notice that these have to do with this book, what we're about to read now. This magic that I've got in this book here, I got from this book this book right here. So you guys can really use this. You know what I mean? Like, this magic in this book is very, very good. I mean, like, it's a very good book. You know, you guys can find this book on surroundtheshaman.com for free. Okay, I am trying to help you guys to ascend to higher heights and to become stronger in what you do. So that way religion's not whooping your ass. You know, that way your family and the system isn't whooping your ass out here. But instead you're moving in power and in strength, and you're becoming the best, strongest version of yourself, okay? Through forms of witchcraft and magic. Okay? So let's see what we got. The original name Nama is uncertain. Ooh, shit. The origins of the name Nama is uncertain, although the Zohar describes it as describes her as a fallen angel and one of the brides of Samael, together with Lilith, Esif, Zanunim, and Agarith, Makaloth. In some legends, Nama is either mentioned as the daughter of Lilith or the sister, and then the name Nama could be translated as pleasure or as pleasant. She is viewed as the goddess of divination, music, and art, and is one of the 4 demonesses of prostitution and sacred sensuality. Why doesn't anything? I didn't even mention anything. What are you talking about? Oopsie. Okay. Good work, bitch. There we go. Shit. Acting like you don't want to let us read our book, y'all. Okay. Where was I at with you guys? Um Thus, when we encounter Nama, we are working ritually. I don't think I read this part here. In esoteric traditions, Nama has a deep connection with the north and the element earth. Okay. So we can connect Nama with something like King Bilal, because we were already told that King Bilal is north in the Draconian system, right? That we were just talking about earlier. So we can connect Nama with King Bilal. So we could use, like, if you have a altar in the north, like I have an altar in the east, I have an altar in the south, I have an altar in the west, and I have an altar in the north. We can connect those spirits. You know what I mean? And we should really. Okay, we actually really should. But let's keep going. So the esoteric traditions, Nama has a deep connection with the north and the earth element. She is the gatekeeper of the other side. Shitra Ahara. She is the matron goddess of everything wild, everything in the world, and rules in the first cliff-off on the tree of the night. Legends describe her as a succubus or a vampire who haunts men in their dreams, drinking their vital essence and having vicious intercourse with her victims. In other legends, she joins Lilith and stalks Adam when he was separated from Eve after Cain murdered Abel. This unholy union gave birth to the plagues of humanity. Thus, when we encounter Nama and are working ritually, way with her, we should face our inner urges and our dark wishes for our mundane life. Nama grants the magician with all the pleasures and richness of this world. Okay, so here's the thing: when we look at the Egyptians, right? The Egyptians, they would do their magic towards the north. You know, the reason why the north has to do with abundance for some reason. Okay, the south has to do with our acts of war. The east has to do with acts of divine revelation. In the west has to deal with the west has to do with emotions, our emotions, how we feel, and the things that we deal with when we're doing magic. Now, we can see this from just the elements alone. We know that east has to deal with air. We know that south has to deal with fire. We know that west has to deal with water. And we know that north has to deal with earth. Okay, so if we can tell these things, then we can kind of connect the deities. So when we're dealing with something in our life that we're not understanding, or something in our life that we don't like, now we can point ourselves to this. Let me work with this. Let me work in this direction. Let me build. I might have a small space. I need to put an altar up in the east because I need to figure out what the fuck I'm doing with my life. I need to put an altar in the north because I need to start to really grow and maximize my finances at this time. I need an altar in the south because I'm tired of motherfuckers being able to whoop my ass. It's time I start to become and put some action behind things I'm doing. I'm too sluggish. I'm too slow with shit. I need to put some fire beside me. I need to move towards the west. I need to learn about my emotions. I need to learn how to be empathetic towards people. I need to learn these things, how to master my emotions. moving forward. You know, so let's keep going though. Let's keep on reading. So we got uh, 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 thus when we encounter Nama and are working ritually way with her, we should face our inner urgencies and all of our dark wishes from our mundane life. Nama grants the magician with all the pleasures and richness of the world. Who, however, if the magician doesn't have self-control, listen to this part, if the magician does not have self-control, will be problem. There will be probably stagnant. They will probably be stagnant and won't achieve spiritual evolution. Okay, now it's hard when you're first starting to deal with this shit, especially if you're depending on your zodiac. If you are a Taurus, if you are an Aries, if you are a Gemini, if you are a Scorpio, if you are a Cancer, if you are a Cancer, if you are an Aquarius, if you're a Libra, oh my gosh, you know, any of these signs, you know, it can be very dangerous because these spirits are going to tap into your sexual nature, okay, and they're going to bring people to you. You're just going to just be fucking hot. You know what I mean? You look the same, but all of a sudden you don't know why, but everybody just becomes attracted to you, and everybody wants to fuck you. And you don't know why it is. You're like, yo, what the? I know why it is. It's because of Lilith. It's because of Nama. You know, but that's how it will be with working with these spirits. But here's the only thing. When you get caught up in this, then they can attack you in all sorts of forms, okay? Your pleasures can get the best of you, and now you're not using condoms, and now you catch a disease. You know, so they can get you in this way. You have to be smart. You have to not think that, oh, I am the, you know why I call myself the greatest magician? Because I have gone through shit and I've had to get myself out of shit, okay? I have fucked myself up and I have had to unfuck myself up with magic, okay? You know what I mean? I've gone through all these things. I understand it, so now I can fix other people. You know, I've had to fix myself, you know what I mean? So that's how I'm able to fix other people. You know, I did it for me. You know what I mean? So in the same exact way, that's how you guys should see this right here, is that, you know, you don't just want to jump into things when you're not really ready for it. Because these spirits are vampiric, which we're about to get into in a second. These spirits are vampiric in nature, and they will make you into prey if you let them. You know what I mean? It's like you have to be the one to rule over them. You can't let them rule over you, you know, because they will want to rule over you. Okay, straight up. You know, on Doctor Strange, I think it was second Doctor Strange movie. There's this scene in the movie where Doctor Strange has these spirits, right? And these spirits are trying to basically check him and get him. And Doctor Strange, I forget what the girl's name is, but there's one of the girls there. What's up with you, young Chidasi family? But it was one of the girls. I forget what was that girl's name. Roxanne or Christine. Yeah, sir. There's this chick named Christine that's supposed to be like, you know, his ride or die that he can't seem to have. You know what I mean? Like the Doctor Strange 2, if you guys like a good movie, then go see or watch Doctor Strange 2. That is a really good movie. It talks about, you know, like when you're a superhero or when you're on this path, you know, you don't have certain luxuries and certain things are harder for you. You know what I mean? And it's just real. I really like that movie a lot. But so I say all that to say though, in that movie, what they were dealing with was these spirits that he had to master. Because at first the spirits were trying to master him, and he went through possession, and they were fucking him up and whatnot. And she said, you know, you're a master magician. conquer the spirits. It said use the spirits, and then it's like the idea came to him, and then he had to conquer the spirits and then use them, not let the spirits use him. And it's the same exact way here. You know what I mean? You have to use these spirits, not let them use you, because in the same exact way that everybody would just be attracted to you and not know why, it's because these spirits will be on you. Everybody will be trying to fuck you and not know why. It's because these spirits are on you. This can be something that really helps you, all the way around. You know, so let's continue on. We got mundane life grants the magician all the pleasures and riches of the world. However, the magician doesn't have, if the magician doesn't have self-control, he will probably be stagnant and won't achieve spiritual evolution. She faces us with tests and ordeals about vanity and ego. If we pass the test, she will ignite the spark of divinity inside of us. Nama is also the queen of vampires and and of werewolves. In many visions, she appears with ghouls and shadows in creepy places like cemeteries, caverns, and places where death rules. Most often, she shows herself naked as a woman sitting in a black chair with white milky skin. I like to say with black shiny skin, but with demonic features, black wings, reptilian eyes. Sometimes shows up naked, and other times wearing a sensual clothing. Yes, sir. We got some Jack in the crack. Jack in the crack. Let's see. Iron Man teaches us to deal with immense success to some degree. I thought some degree. I thoroughly enjoyed the teachings from Marvel. Bro, yo, on God, man. Like, I swear, Marvel movies got me through some hard times. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, when I wasn't even sure what I was gonna do with my life or what direction I need to go in or any of that, man. And I would go to the movie theaters. I would get high, go to the movie theaters, and I swear, Marvel movies would have movies dealing with whatever I was dealing with at the time. The movie would be something that talked about it. It was my church. You know what I'm saying? Marvel movies was my fucking church, bro. Oh God, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh God, man. So yeah, I fuck with the Marvel movies. Loki want to watch one. Loki, what I feel like doing? Yeah, I think I might take a trip, a spiritual trip. LSD trip. It's been a while. It's been a good while. They would take an LSD trip. Damn. Holy fuck. Saw these fucking egg rolls. Fuck. These motherfuckers is big as fuck. Young Cheetah says, when you have dense packs or packs with Scorpio in your chart, Nama also grants hella wealth. Hella desires manifested. Facts. Yeah, Nama would do that type of shit. You know, you can work with Nama and Lilith and them through sex toys. All right, hear me out. You use like the pocket pussy or the sex dolls. You put the sigils of the deity on that. You play the incantation of Lilith or Nama or those ones. And then you use that sex doll as the conduit for you to do the sex magic with the spirit. If you start doing it, you start having sex dreams, like wet dreams. Start having these sexual dreams that just keep on repeating. And usually it's her coming to visit you. It's either her, or how I did it was I used her, Nama. I used Nama, Lilith, Hecate. But Nama and Lilith, they'll come to visit me and they'll send like other succubus to me. Like during Halloween, like August, October. That's when they be getting me. Like I always start having dreams around that time. It never fades. They start like really coming to me. But I feel like I made a pact. I didn't know what I was doing, but I made a pact with them. Okay. Okay, Jack. Okay, I feel like 75% better. Order, eat, return, repeat. What type of witchcraft y'all putting on these fucking cups, bruh? Jack in the Box over here doing witchcraft. I look over at my shit. It says order, eat, return, or order, eat, earn, repeat. It just sound like y'all niggas saying, "Almighty Jack in the Box, powerful and true." Almighty Jack in the Box, powerful and true. Bring abundant riches to me and bless all that I do. Yes, you know. We gotta go ahead and keep it going real quick, you guys. My food came. Okay. We got the incantation of Nama. Yeah. That looks right up my alley. Yeah, buddy. I kind of saw the text. Some said 10%. That's not right up my alley. Yeah, buddy. That would be perfect. Yes, sir. First coming. Keep seeing it in the astrology. King Paymon's my boy. Not real shit. King Paymon is. That's who I fuck with. Paymon came to me in such a way that it surprised me. It was just because he was so fucking popular. Like, it was like I was studying him, and then next thing I know, there's a horror movie coming out called what was it called? Hereditary. And I'm like, no fucking way. They put this demon in here. They had it, Paymon in there, the demon, the sigil, everything in there. I'm like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. It's almost the full moon. Can't wait. Okay, I feel way better now. Now we can get going. Your boy feel way better now. I had to get this forged gin. It's not as good as Hendrix, but that motherfucker's got a kick to this motherfucker, boy. I swear to God, boy, this shit got some type of a kick to it. It's like I don't know. So I'm like, it's not as expensive as I would have thought it would have been. It's a little cheap, which makes me be like questionable about it. Because Hendrix is more expensive. You know what I'm saying? And I know that that's a good ass gin. And this one's cheaper, so it does make me kind of question it a little bit. But the way it makes you feel, man, the way it makes you feel is good. I'm like, I kind of like this gin. Okay. Methods of work. We have several ways of working with Mammon, but this depends on the magician's preference. The ritual that I described below have a draconian framework. These are a few. These are just a few forms so that it is always a good to find your own methods of working, of course. The somatic ritual working with the goddess will inspire us, making possible to find new ways to get in contact with her. So keep your mind open. Below, you will find 3 different works: an invocation, an evocation, and a dream work. The invocation of Mammon. This ritual could be performed either indoors or outdoors. I recommend you try both. All right, so now this ritual right here, I haven't done outdoors at all. I've only like read this book indoors, and if you repeat after me the words I'm saying right now on when I read this right here, you're gonna feel it too. If you don't feel it tonight, when we do it tomorrow night or when we do it on the 10th, you're gonna be able to feel it even more. You know, because it's like Nama, she's definitely gonna communicate with you. She's definitely gonna make her presence known, especially underneath the moon that we have right now. Uh, okay. So, like I said, the ritual can be performed indoors or outdoors. I recommend you trying both to make sure you find a place. Make sure you find a place that's like rural, like in nature, like a wild forest, a mountain, or a cave, or a cemetery. These are the best places. In these rituals, you would need some candles, preferably black and red, intense incense, mask, or dragon's blood, ritual dagger, and the sigil of Nama. When you feel ready, begin the ritual. When you feel ready to begin the ritual, light the candle, the incense, and relax your mind and body. Stand or sit in a comfortable position and begin to chant the mantra of Nama. Nabiz, Ve, Esther, Namet, Skaman, Zaltalaran, Shahanek, Nutur, Zabeltu, Satshart, Zeraba, Vatris, Zala, Zala, Ia, Stor, Nabiz, Va, Esther, Nemet, Skaman, Zeltalaran, Shahanek, Nutur, Zabeltu, Satshart, Zeraba, Vatris, Zala, Ia, Stor, Nabiz. Feel the energy becoming thick in the room. Feel the presence of the goddess around you. When you achieve a correct state of mind, spill some of your blood on her sigil and begin with the invocation. So here's where you would start to add that stuff. Okay, you know, this is where you start to drop your blood on the sigil. You know, we have the sigil of the Ma here. Y'all see mine is full of blood. Blood and semen and blood. Okay, not together, but one at a time. Okay, so shit, you know, you when you get sigils like this shit right here, these become fucking doorways. Like I can call them easy. I don't have to give blood to this sigil no more. And the day that I decide to destroy this, if ever the day comes where I'm like, yo, I need some help, I can take this. It's like aging wine. You know, in the world of witchcraft, having things like this is like aging wine. And you put the request on that paper, and when you burn it, when you do finally burn it in a ritual, you get an amazing result because you put so many drops of blood from so many different occasions. You put so many children, but so much semen on that motherfucker, man. Don't mention if you have a girl or whatnot, she puts her period blood on the shit as well. Oh my god, now you got some shit popping. You know, so these are like doorways, man. We got feel the energy in the room become thick in the presence of the goddess around you. When you are ready and you're in the state of mind, put some of your blood on the sigil and begin the invocation. From the black and the dark night, I call you Nama, princess of the night and darkness, mistress of screams and fear. Open the doorway to the other side and let me know your secrets. Rise from the deep dark earth. Come with your host of demons, rafts and vampires. Enter into my temple of flesh. Inflame my mind, my soul, my visions with your love. Endow me with your power and let me enjoy the pleasures of the flesh and earth. Sister of Tubal-Cain, daughter of Lilith, unholy temptress, you are who tempts man and distorts their fates. Mistress of eternal night, teach me of your gnosis. That is the wisdom of the earth. Bewitch my soul and break the veils from the illusion of the matter. Be present in this unholy rite. Inflame my mind and my soul, my body with your power. Enomine Draconis, Ho Dracon, Ho Magus. Then you gaze into the sigil and you chant the name of Nama, and this will lead into an ecstatic trance. Open your mind and let the goddess take over and take full control, filling you with her gnosis. Do not force an experience, but let it flow naturally. When you are finished, acknowledge the goddess for her presence and finish the ritual. Thank you, Nama, for how you have blessed us today. And shout out to whoever wrote this fucking book because I love it. All right, we got the ritual. For the ritual indoors, you put a black mirror in front of you. You relax your mind and body, and you spill some of your blood on the Ma sigil. And then you chant the name Nama 11 times. Close your eyes and imagine the mirrors is not flat surface anymore. Instead, it is a door to the other side. When you feel ready, begin chanting the words of the invocation, of the evocation. With my blood, the dragon's blood, I open the portals of the night. From the deep dark earth in the darkness of the night, I call you Nama. Princess of the night, queen of fear, daughter of Lilith, sister of Tubal-Cain. Tear the veil which separates the worlds and let me see through it. Teach me your secrets, answer my questions, and give me gifts to see clearly. Further on, remove the veils of illusion. Unholy goddess of the bloody moon, mistress of the pleasures of the flesh and delights of the earth, come to me. Show yourself. Show me your glory and teach me the truth. Enomine Draconis, O Dracon, O Magus. Coming up next, we have Mama Lilith. Ishif Zununim, Taninsam, Ama Lilith, Liftak, Cliff. So we're going to skip, because we're going to read all this on another night. So we're going to skip all this right now. And we're going to read Ishif, the Ishif Zununim. We're going to read the incantation. These things right here. Because they're fucking awesome. If you guys want to do dream magic, fuck, this is where you need to go to. Because she's got a way about her, man. She will put you in a state of dream magic and she will do her thing, and you will be like, fuck, I'm having lucid dreams every night. I normally don't lucid dream this much. For some reason, after I started working with Ishim Sununim, Taninsam, Amalina, Taklifa, now all of a sudden I'm lucid dreaming every night. I'm flying in my dreams every night. I'm soaring through the skies every night. Things are different for me. And that's where we want to be at. Real shit. That's where we want to be at, Cuddy. So we're going to read this incantation, but first, we're going to gas this bitch out. I'm so serious right now. First things first, though, we're about to gas this motherfucker out. And I'm going to show you guys one of the things that I like to do to gas this bitch out. So you take a lighter and some mugwort and use whatever you got. Top, ashtray, fucking So we want to get a little more down here. So then once we have this thing lit, all we have to do then is just blow on it, blow lightly, just a light blow. Now, one thing about mugwort is that's when that smoke hits your eyes, it will burn, but it is so good for you. So we don't want to run from the smoke. We want to welcome the smoke. Okay. All right. So that's the smoking. All right. Now let's go ahead and get into this. Isis Zanunim, the Queen of Hell. It is common to have visions with birds like owls or other type of birds of prey. She leads us to caves that seem alive. This is a clear representation of the dominion of the Cliffoff of Gamael. Sometimes she doesn't come alone. She comes with Samael, his infernal consort. She teaches us mysteries of sexual gnosis and the secrets of lunar magic. She knows she shows up naked, sitting on a throne in caves while holding a silver cup. It is frequent to have visions with menstrual blood pouring from her, and where she invites us to drink from her blood as an act of antinomianism, and dreams may feature savage orgies or astral temples and rituals with succubus and incubi. You know, I've never met an incubi before. Never in my life. I've met succubi, but I've never met an incubi before. So I've never had a dream where there were incubi and succubi and all this other shit going on. I've only had dreams where I've had dreams where there was succubi, but it was usually only one. You know what I mean? And they're usually like, at least for me, they're usually half human and half goat. They usually have human, have goat, or something like that. You know, every time I've ever experienced a succubus coming to me in a dream. So let's see. I show up naked on a throne, blase blase, drinking blood from over JJ, savage orgies. Dreams may feature savage orgies and astral temples as and rituals with succubi and incubi. For rituals and for this ritual, you will need red and black candles, a cup with red wine. This represents menstrual blood of Lilith, and some strong and dragon's blood, and some strong incense like dragon's blood or musk. Stand or sit in a comfortable, relaxed state of relaxation, your mind and body, and close your eyes and chant. Um, Close your eyes and chant times the following mantra. I never noticed that typo there. Okay, so it says close your eyes and chant times the following mantra 11 times. They didn't proofread this fucking book? Okay, that's cool. All right, so you're going to say this 11 times. Isif Zununim, Tanensam, Amalilith, Liftak, Klifat. 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 As for this ritual, you will need a red and black candle, a cup of red wine. This represents the mystery blood. Oh, I already read that part. Okay, let's to the next part. Lilith, goddess of fornication, mother of harlotry, and scarlet goddess of the bloody moon. I call you and I welcome you into my temple of flesh. Lilith, mother of demons, tempt me with your knowledge and teach me your gnosis. In your black womb I will be reborn, and I will become your son and offspring of the night. Let me drink of your bloody chalice. Fill me with your power, and let me see the darkness that dwells inside of me. Through the portals of the night, I descend into your kingdoms of the dark moon. Isif Zanunim Taninsem Amalilith Liftak Clifat. Lilith, Samael's consort, guardian of forbidden knowledge and the obscene Gamael's kingdoms. Come with the creatures of the night. Come to this temple of flesh that I offer as your sacred temple. Mother of fornication and God and queen of harlots, sacred goddess, hear my calling and come to me. Isif Zanunim Taninsem Amalilith Liftak Clifat. Enomine Draconis, Ho Dracon, Ho Magus. Now I take a drink of the wine. We're going to take a sip of that. Some diet soda. All right, we got Invocation of Lilith. The best moment to work with her is when the moon is new in the sky, because that's her most powerful moment. Okay, we're about to go into the full moon, but it's okay. We'll still work with Lilith too. So, Invocation of Lilith. Decorate your temple with black candles. Put Lilith's sigil in your altar. Begin this ritual without any lights in complete darkness. Close your eyes and observe the darkness around you. With each inhalation, darkness enters into your body. Your aura becomes bigger and you fuse with darkness around you. Do this until you feel ready to take the next step, which is to light the candles and spill your blood on the sigil of Lilith and say the following mantra 11 times. Lilith, la ka lilika, le la masutiti, lilithili melaz. Lilith Laka Elika Lilil Amashutiti Lilith Limalas Lilith Laka Lilika Lilil Amashutiti Lilith Limalas Lilith Laka Elika Lilil Amashutiti Limalas Lilith Laka Elika Lilil Amashutiti Lilith Limalas Lilith Laka Lilika Lilil Amashutiti Limalas Lilith Laka Lilika, Lele Lama Shutiti Lita Malas, Lilith Laka Lilika, Lele Lama Shutiti Limalas, Lilith Laka Elika, Amashuti Lilith Limalas, Lilith Laka Elika, Amashuti Lilith Limalas, Lilith Laka Elika, Amashuti Lilith Limalas. Leil, mother of adversity, dark queen who rides in the night. Winds, I invoke you. Come into my temple of flesh. Be present and hear my words and enter into this temple of flesh. Illuminate my soul with the darkness of the night and manifest through me. Lilith la kalilika leil amashutati lilithali. Rebel and seductress, snake and savior, I call you through your sacred names. Ambiku Batna Ambitu Ilo Amizo Ita Ejorpo Kali Ke Kokos Odam Patrota Podo Patasha Satrina Tato Lilith Abizu Elu Alu Abro Amiz Amizu Ardalili Avitu Bitua Gilu Galu Gilan Ikali Ils Kakas Lamasu Kima Patasa Pachota Pat Rafi Shatrina Tirtho Zahariel Zaphonif Lilith Ambiko Batna Bitu Ilo Amizo Ita Ejopa Kali Ke Kokos Odam Prututa Podo Patasha Citrina Talto Lilith Abizu Elo Alu Abro Amiz Amizu Ardad Lili Vitu Bitua Gilu Galu Gilan Kali Ils Kakas Lamasu Kima Patasa Petruta Paj Rafi Satrina Thithos Zahariel Zaphonith Lilith Ambiku Batna Ambitu Ilu Amizu Ita Izrupa Kali Ki Kokos Kodam Pachota Podo Patasha Satrina Talpo Lilith Ambizu Elo Alu Abro Amiz Amizu Arda Lili Bitua Gilu Galu Gilan Kali Ilskaka Samasu Kima, Patasa, Patrota, Paz, Rafi, Citrine, Thilpo, Zaharia, Zaphoneth, Lilith. Come, poison my soul with your toxic elixirs. Let me see beyond the veil. Let me taste the insane ecstasies. Lead me into your dark caves in the Red Sea. Leil, teach me of the Antomenian paths, those which lead to self-deification, to the true divinity, and will Le'il come, Le'il come, Le'il come. Enomin Draconis or Dracon Homegus. Okay, cool. Okay. Enemy Draconis Ho Dracon Ho Magus. This is generational. This is a general evocation of the essence of Lilith. This idea is to achieve the tangible manifestation in any aspects of the goddess. In this ritual, we use a mirror. We use a water mirror and a black bowl filled with water. Water is a natural element linked with the astral plane. Through this medium, the contact with Lilith will be easy. A soft light is recommended for this ritual. So just some black and red candles, some sweet incense to attune the mind to the ritual. Also, you can use a sexual trance to establish contact with the goddess. Begin the ritual by lighting up candles and incense. Close your eyes and breathe in slowly and deeply. Relax your mind and your body, and when you feel ready, chant the mantra 11 times. You ready? Zazas, Zazas, not Sonata, not Nasatanara Zazas, 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 na Satanara Zazas, 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 na Satanara Zazas, 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 na Satanara Zazas. Feel how the atmosphere feels thick and gets filled with the goddess's energy. Was that 6 or 11 times we just did that? Let's do it 5 more times just in case. Zazas, Zazas, not Sanara Zazas, 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 not Sanara Zazas, 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 not Sanara Zazas. What's up, Wendy? Zazas, Zazas, not Sanara Zazas, 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 not Sanara Zazas. Feel how the atmosphere becomes thick and gets filled with the goddess's energy. Spill some of your blood in the bowl of water and say the following words. With my blood, I open the gateway to the other side. I call you Lilith, queen of the night, mistress of the bloody moon, Samael's consort. Reveal your mysteries to me. Answer my call and manifest through the civil waters of the astral realms. Lift the veil which separates the worlds and let me see in it. And let me see what is invisible to the profaner's eye. Reveal the mysteries of the lunar kingdom to me. Enemy Draconis, O Dracon, Ho Magus. And that's our reading for Lilith on tonight. We're going to save Akete probably for tomorrow. I want to go back to this Draconian book. I feel like this shit got some shit in it I forgot about. All right, look at this right here. All right, Instagram is going to cut off on you guys, so beat you to it. Ooh. You don't want me blowing on you, huh? It's Crazy how herbs will pop back at you. Okay, I won't blow at you. I'll let you just burn. Ishith, Zununim, Tanensam, Amalilith, Lifta, Clifford. Ishith, Zununim, Tanensam, Amalilith, Lifta, Clifford. Rinse out my cup. Ishith, Zununim, Tanensam, Amalilith, Lifta, Clifford. Ishith, Zununim, Tanensam, Amalilith, Lifta, Clifford. All right, Temple Vision. The Dragon Invocation. This ritual is similar function to the Draconian opening. It opens the doors to the current and attunes your senses to the energies. It also combines uh, um, draconian imagery and symbology with techniques rising and forcing of the inner dragon. Prepare 3, 7, or 11 red candles, and incense, dragon's blood is recommended, and your ritual blade. You may place a candle in the on the altar or put them around the circle. Light the candles and burn the incense. Take a few deep breaths and draw the trident or another key to the dragon current with the blade in front of you. You visualize the key symbol burning with fierce, bright flames and recite the following words and invocation. Okay. Okay, so we'll visualize that in front of us. Then we say, uh, sorry, I got some stuck in my tooth. I'm trying to get this shit out so I can focus. Okay. Ho Ophis, Ho Archeos, Ho Dracon, Ho Magus. I invoke the dragon, Lord of waters, dragon of earth, apocalyptic fire, that the breath of the world, primordial source of all creation. I call the dragon of the void, ancient serpent that holds the universe in its coiled embrace, the gate and the key of the depths of my soul. Awaken from your slumber in the heart of the void, and rise from the abyss of the night. I invoke your timeless essence, which is the source, which is the soul of the world. I invoke your blood, which is the vital force of every living being. I invoke your darkness and your light. I seek rebirth in your black womb, where flame of godhood is born. Vibrate or vibrate or shout out loud 11 times the word Vavin, 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 Vavin. Ancient dragon of Atlantis, rise up from the void. I seek your energy, your life, your timeless essence. I call you forth to enter my being. I claim your heritage of blood, and I seek to rest in your eternal arms. Awaken your fire and fury within me. Overcome my weaknesses with presence and power. Enter my flesh and inflame my soul with your timeless force, so that I may carry the torch of victory, treading upon corpses of those who choose slavery and ignorance over knowledge and power. Dragon of the void, awaken my body, my soul, my blood, inflame my spark of divinity within. I invoke you by the ancient names: Leviathan, Tiamat, Typhon, Lutan, Yam, Rahab, Nahar, Titan, Tanyan. Come forth. Focus on the energy rising in the bottom of your spine and the powerful stream force through the chakras, awakening and activating. Then, one by one, imagine a shining, swirling like vortex of energy, and when the forces flow through your third eye, you feel your forehead bursting with explosive sensations that are activated and adjust to the energies of the astral plane. For a moment, focus on how it feels to be a dragon. Okay. So when it talks about like you just going into the astral plane, you don't have to exit out your body or something like that. All you have to do is close your eyes. The astral plane is within you. Okay. The astral plane is the conscious plane. All right. So, when you're lucid dreaming, you're in the astral plane. When you're astral projecting, you're in the astral plane. Okay. Dragon invocation to be prepared outdoors. For instance, Ho Ophis, Ho Archeos, Ho Dracon, Ho Magus, Zazas, Zazas, Nasatanada Zazas, Vavin, etc. Start chanting continuously until you become abstract. Okay, yeah, I'll go to that. Dragon breaths, cleansing and grounding, rising energy methods, grounding exercises, invocation and possession. Okay. Got you. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. And where are we at here? It's page what? 300. Okay. Page 300. Okay, Sacred Power Meditations. Powers, 19 chakras, opening 25 chakras. I have to go deeper. Oh, well. It's alright, y'all. It's 2 a.m. at night, man. I gotta go to the gym in the morning. So shit, 36, 36. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night, you guys. Oh, that mugwort got me feeling tired. Alright. 36, y'all. We'll pick up tomorrow.